survivor. I will survive, I will survive. And I'm a firm believer. We'll forever strive just to stay alive. That simple means say, nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can hold me a stick. I will let alone negativity. Nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can, nobody can. Everybody show me some strength. No weakness, show me a lion power. Strength, no weakness, show them who we are. Strength, no weakness, show me a lion power. Everybody strength, no weakness, show them who we are. That's when you roll. Your enemies, they must tremble. Your enemies, they must tremble. Yo, that's when you roll. Everything has to humble. Everything has to humble. I'm a go-getter. I just go hard. I just go hard. And I'm a kind of fella. Put my trust in God. Put my trust in God. That simple means say nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can hold me a stick. I will let alone negativity. Nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can. Nobody can. Yo, just show me some strength. No weakness. Show me a lion power. Strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. Strength. No weakness. Show me a lion power. Everybody strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. That's when you roll.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Yeah. You gotta be firm in this time, son.
Yes, yes,
This
yes.
time, son.
What's up?
I'm a survivor.
Welcome to the ride. Welcome to the ride. Yeah, welcome to Tuesday on the ride. Feels like Monday. What happened to my? You see that? That's what happened when you rush to get on air. You don't fix your collar, nothing, and you don't fix up and thing like that. I was so happy to come on that I was half dressed. Yeah, man, I'm in a rush, I'm in a rush. I want to get here quick because it's important. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being a part of our Ride Along family today. Guys, before we go any further, let me just take this opportunity to send out condolences to the families who have just lost a loved one, who are now sitting or laying there or wherever you are and just found out that your loved one passed away for whatever reason, right? It's a tough it's a tough call for anyone to deal with. I lost my father, and I know the trauma, the initial trauma that one go through. So for everyone who lost a loved one, all of our condolences goes out to you, all right, and the family. There is a lot of that going around, boy. RIP is trending, as I said. All right. With that being said, I want to take this opportunity to thank and big up all the riders far and wide. The folks in Canada, the folks in the US, the folks in the UK, the folks on YouTube. That's watching us on YouTube. YouTube is a whole country by itself, eh? So big up your folks on YouTube. The folks in Grenada, big up all yourself. Elise, watching from Toronto, thank you so much. The folks over there in Jamaica, thank you so much as well. Canada just celebrated its Thanksgiving, right? And a lot of people over there had a lot to be thankful for, because this year was a traumatizing year. It brings more to be thankful for on a day like Thanksgiving, right? Also, you guys probably notice, of course you notice that I'm wearing pink, right? That is the color. Hey, London, June, Noel, how you doing? Park, wake up yourself. October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we have been, over the past years, an advocate for breast cancer awareness. We did March. For the past 4 years, we did actively supported breast cancer awareness. And this year is the same. We're going to be supporting that and making donations again to folks with breast cancer and to build the awareness of breast cancer worldwide. So look out for, we're going to be a part of the march again this year. So I'm wearing pink to signify that we're in full support of breast cancer awareness. Pamela, hey, Pamela St. Vincent and the Grenadines, how are you doing, Pamela? Thank you so much. Now, let me go full steam ahead and say that there are so many crazy going on in this world right now, guys. And it is terrifying, it is heart-wrenching to even speak about some of these things that's happening. On Thursdays, we have a program which is dedicated to, hey, Zobi, how you doing? Thursdays, we have a program dedicated in building awareness for or people that wants to come out and speak about what is bothering them, right? Last Thursday, we did a program and we spoke about elderly abuse and how so many people in Grenada particularly have been abusing. We have an incident where an elderly gentleman was stoned and robbed by two young men. And in his land, they pelt him with stone and all kind of thing. Took real advantage of the man. In his own land, the man had to run. The man thought he was going to die. Now, these two men, we were able to identify these two young men over the weekend. I warned them. I said, identify yourself. Give back the man his keys. Otherwise, we will identify you to the general public. Well, we found out who these two men are. And we identified them. We put them out to the world. Let me give you guys further details on who these two individuals are. And it's sad, guys. It is sad that it has to come down to this. Now, the two men are identified as one. His name is Valen Murray. Valen Murray. We posted his picture, and by the end of the program, we're going to post the pictures up again. And the other individual is Deron Williams. These two individuals, young men. So if all you know them, well, they could be very influential in counseling them because they're very young. Young men. Right? Now, an update on this story is that these two young men, one of which I think is currently at the General Hospital. He succumbed to some kind of wound, some chop wound or whatever, some incident or whatever. I don't know specifically, but I know he was at the General Hospital. And the other one, the family updated me today that the other one is like he's on the run. Police have been very, very hands-off approach. I would say hands-off in this investigation. The family updated me today and she said that the investigator, the person that was supposed to be investigating this particular case, said that he was calling the father for how much days and he wasn't getting him. For days. And that's what he's saying, why he didn't proceed further. At the same time, he have contacted the daughters and other family members that apparently they didn't think to call. So the police have not been doing a good job in apprehending those two young men for the abuse of this 83-year-old farmer They have still not been arrested and they're still out. So we're calling on the RGPF to move swiftly in apprehending these young men. We already did the hard work. We already identified them. Everybody don't already know who they are. You already know who they are. They are a menace. They're juvenile delinquent, and they need to be put behind bars. Case on point. Easy, easy, simple. It is not a debate. Shouldn't be another conversation. It's not a debate nor a conversation. I'm going to post up the picture, guys. But I wanted to just mention the name. The names again are Deron Williams and Valen Murray. That's the two young men. Let me, you know what? I could just go ahead and post that right now. I'm gonna go ahead and post up the pictures right now, because I also want to update you guys on another story. At the same time, when we was doing that story on Thursday, I mentioned about a rape incident that happened the day before. This time of a 72-year-old woman. 72-year-old. Now we have the family member on the line. We're going to talk to them briefly. But let me first show you guys these two men that are responsible for the incident. Let me post up the picture right now. Stand by, guys. I'll post up the picture. So if you guys know these two men, they're still in possession of the farmer's keys for his van and other things that they stole from his van, right? They're still in possession of these things. Let me go ahead and, where is it? Okay, there it is. All right, while are being loaded, I'll post it before the end of the show, I promise you. I'll post it before the end of the show. In fact, I could do it right now. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me show you these two men, and let me know if you guys could identify these two, because we also posted their picture on the Ride Along page. For those of you who scrolled through the page, we had those pictures up there earlier this week. All right. And for the folks that's watching us on J1.FM, good evening to you guys. These are the pictures. That's the two young men that has been identified for the robbery and stoning of this elderly farmer. That's them right there. So anybody know them, that could counsel them, that could speak with them, please go ahead and do so. These two men, these two young men, their names again are Valen Murray, and the one in red is Deron Williams. That's them right there. So again, we call on the RGPF to move swiftly on this. Move swiftly on this and make the arrest now that the hard work has already been done. All right. I'm going to update you guys on the case involving the elderly lady that her place was broken into, and 2 years ago she was raped. But while all of this was happening, the day before we reported this incident, there was another rape of a 72-year-old woman. somewhere in my village. Somewhere in my village. And as crazy as it sounds, guys, yes, somewhere in my village, someone broke at 3 a.m. on Wednesday, October the 6th. Someone went into a house, broke into a house, and did the ultimate wrong to her. Now, we have a family member, Jesse, who is a cousin of the elderly lady, 72-year-old, that was raped. She built the courage to come and talk to us about what happened, what transpired, in a way to ensure that the process works. We find these people, whoever they are, and we bring them to justice. Right? All right, Jesse, how are you doing? Jesse, could you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, Jesse, thank you so much for coming on, for building up that strength to come and talk about this very emotional situation and this emotional story that happened to your cousin or a sister, who was like a sister to you, Jesse. So thank you for coming on. All right, Jesse, what really happened? What could you tell us?
Well, what I can say is it's a gruesome story. A story that I never wanted to hear happen to any, especially for a family member. On Wednesday morning, I was waking out of bed by, well, she's my cousin, the daughter of the victim, to tell me that the mother's house was broken into and she was raped. I sat speechless. I couldn't add words with tears coming down my cheeks. I know she's a bit sick and in age and a little bit on the deaf side from one ear. So it took her, I guess, a little while to realize that there was someone in her house who came into her room and she, because of fear for her life, told him to take money, whatever he wants. He took the money and he took part of it, which is her dignity. Right
Wow.
in her bedroom, on her own bed, in her own right.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second, Jesse. Um, two things I want you to do for me, if possible.
I
One, hold on one second, Jesse. I want you to turn down that TV in the background, please. Give me a feedback,
told him,
and
but
it's kind of overpowering your voice a little bit. So if you could just turn down the TV a bit for me.
it was very
Um,
irritating.
Sorry, right? And
He also
yeah, hold on,
shot in her.
Jesse. Jesse, hold on. Jesse, hold on. Are you hearing me? Hold on, Jesse.
Yes, I
Yeah, you
am.
hear me, Jesse? Okay, all right, all right. I want you to
Yes,
turn
I
on the
am.
TV a little bit because, okay, I want you to turn on the TV a little bit because I'm hearing it back on my end. Guys, we're updating. We are, yeah, we're updating everyone on this story right here on
Hold
the
on. Okay.
6th
Is that
of
is that okay?
October. Yes, it's better.
Okay. I'm sorry
Okay,
about
all
that.
right, it's better.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. So you're saying, Jesse, that the individual came into a home, broke into a home, and requested
Mm-hmm.
monies
Yes.
And so he came there to rob her of whatever she have, and in the process of doing that, he actually assaulted her on her own bed.
On her own bed. He assaulted her on her
Wow.
own bed and also stole from her refrigerator and the kitchen.
Jesse, was she able
I
to see the was she able to see the person, identify the person? Does she remember anything particular that could help identify that person?
She said she couldn't see his face because he had a hat which covered most of his forehead, and he had a face mask, and he had gloves. He had black gloves, black face mask, and I also think the hat was black. He was dressed in dark colors, and he had a bag on his side. He took he took her purse, saw her purse laying on the side, and he took it, and she asked him the cards that were in it. So he left the cards of the card out.
Right.
And
Okay, Jesse, hold on again. Hold on again. Hold on again. Your audio is really starting to break up, right? I want the folks to hear your story and hear you very clearly. I'm going to show you a number on the screen. We're going to do this by phone instead of the video because the video is not working too good with us. You see that number right here on the screen, the 718 number? I want you to call me on this number. I can also text it to you. I want you to call me instead. So hang up from the video and call me on this number, and we'll do it via the phone lines. It'll be better to hear you that way. All right? So hang up from the video and call me on there. Guys, we're following this story right here. The gruesome story. A gruesome story. Gruesome act. Now, this happened in the Ladigue area. For those of you who know Ladigue area, a little bit up from Grenville, come up there, Ladigue general area. So somebody from that vicinity, well, I ain't gonna say somebody from that vicinity because it could be someone from an outer village. Excuse me, but it happened in that general area. Hold on. Okay, call me straight. Don't call me on WhatsApp. Call me direct. Okay?
me on WhatsApp.
No, call me straight. Just call me straight. I'll be able to pull you in better. Call me direct. Yeah. We're going to continue to hear the story once you call us back on the phone lines about this devastating, crazy. Oh, she called me back on WhatsApp again. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Guys, bear with me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, hi. Yeah, no, call me straight. Don't call me on WhatsApp. Hello? Call me straight, not on WhatsApp. So I could bring you on. Okay? All right. When we connect the call, she's going to continue to share the story, guys. Yeah, she's calling me now. We're going to continue to share the story. Yeah, so in that general area, guys, in that general area, Ladigue, Mont St. Avans, that area right there. That's where it happened. That's where it all transpired. All right. All right. All right. Are you there with me, Jesse?
Yes, I am.
Okay, much better. All right. All right, Jesse. So, start back again. The person came into her home. She couldn't identify the person whatsoever
No.
because they was wearing face masks. Take it from there. What happened after? I mean, spare us all the gruesome details, but just if you could give us any identifying details that we could put together.
Okay. From what she said, all right, she was laying on her bed, and she heard her front door open.
Right.
Well, not really open, like close, because you know it makes a funny sound when you close it.
Right.
because she's hard of hearing, she didn't think that woke her up. That's what she said. It woke her up.
Right.
Lay on her bed, and then she saw like though there was a light in the other room, back room. So as she got up to sit on her bed to try to figure out, well, what's going on, the person came into her room, which is the first bedroom,
Right.
and threw her back down on the bed. And she kept saying, take what you want money, whatever. So she reached over, and the little money she had, she gave it to him. He was not satisfied with that, I guess. Went in under her pillow, saw that she had 2 cell phones there, so he grabbed that. And then in the process, he pushed her back down on the bed and did what he wanted to do, which was, I think, very gruesome. And after that, he saw her purse laying on a table in there, and he grabbed the purse, and she asked him to please take the cards that she has inside of there. I guess must be identification cards, whatever they were. And he took it out, and he put it down, but he took the purse, which is a purse I gave to her as a gift when I came home the last time, which was 2019. It's a little Kate Spade purse. I have one, I gave her one. And she said she thinks she had like about $20 to $30 in it. He took that. And then he went to her refrigerator. She had 2 malts there. He took them, and he also took some other food stuff that was in her kitchen cabinet or whatever she has it in. But she could not identify him. The only thing she knows that he had on boots, because when he dropped his pants, she saw that he had on like boots that was a little more than over his ankles. But she could not recognize his face because he had on black face mask. He had on a hat which covered most of his forehead, and he had on gloves. So I guess he accustomed doing this because he was well prepared. He didn't want to leave any fingerprints.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, I really do hope that they find this person, because my thing is, when I spoke to her today, I understand the feeling that people have, because I have seen it. Has never happened to me. But the first thing you think that it's shameful, that you don't want people to know. But from his actions, it seems as though he might have done that before, and everybody have the idea, okay, I don't want to report it because it's too embarrassing. But my thing is, people should know, and I really hope that the policeman or whoever is in authority needs to try and track down this person. It might be more than one. I don't know. But I know it was one person, she said, came in that was in her house.
Someone said that all of this was done while he had a knife in her throat as well?
Yes, exactly. That's the key point. He had a knife against her throat. That's the key point. I forgot that point. And I think that's why she was just offering him, you want money, you take it. He had a knife to her throat.
Guys, all of this is happening at the backdrop of the couple days before, right? We had another elderly lady that was robbed. Someone broke into a home not too far from that area. If you know Grenville, Ladig, that whole general area there. It's one drive straight up the hill and you're there. Within that time, a few days ago, another person ransacked an elderly woman's home. 2 years ago, 2 years previous to that, that same woman that was ransacked in that place, she was also raped. 82 years old. So
Yes.
this is like a serial, I don't know if it's a serial rapist, a number of serial rapists. There are many. I don't know what the situation is, but something had to be done and something had to be done quick. Guys, the woman is sick. That could be my mother. That could be your mother. That's somebody's grandmother we're talking about. Somebody's out there right now that just raped a 72-year-old. And that's as Jerry Hopkins just said it there. That's deplorable. That is this. I mean, it is outrageous. It is outrageous. It is outrageous. Mom, I know it's difficult. I know you spoke to her a couple times, but is there any other thing that she told you that could help identify this person? The way how he walk? Did he say anything? Did he mouth anything? Could she tell? Did he have a certain smell? Anything at all?
No, she couldn't be. The only thing I know, she said that when she started screaming because her leg was hurting her, he told her to like be quiet, but in the way that we usually, you would say shh, shh, shh. No, but he didn't talk. That's what she said. But I guess with face mask on, especially at this time that we are going through now with COVID, it's very hard even under normal circumstances sometimes to identify someone. And then there was no light, went wrong with a flashlight. So she couldn't put her lights on. He had a flashlight also.
Left no evidence because he was wearing gloves.
And that's why I say perhaps he's used to doing that because he knew how to safeguard himself so that in order not to leave any fingerprints.
Yes. Yes. And leads. I'm not sure how lead to an arrest, but we have been getting information about this particular incident. We're not gonna say anything at this point because all the information is preliminary information that we have been getting. Now we call on the RGPF, who have far more resources than us, to do a thorough and complete investigation in this case right here. A thorough and complete investigation. This ought not to be pushed under the rug because we do believe that there are a serial rapist on the loose that is targeting the elderly. This is not the first incident. This is not the first one. There are other pockets of things that's happening throughout the country, specifically targeting the elderly, your mother. Folks like my mother and grandparents are being targeted by this particular individual. Let me just share something with you, and this is going to gross everybody out. The nastiness, and that's how gruesome and heartless this guy is. The lady has bad hip. He lift her leg above and put it on his shoulder. Yeah, 72-year-old. and found that it like obviously that turned him on. The woman started to bawl for her life, bawl for her life, scream for her life, and for some reason it probably turned on the guy. He didn't stop. These kind of people need a special place in the jail cell. And mark my word, we will push as far as we could push to make sure that this guy, they find this person, because we are sure and certain that this is not the first incident, and he's probably a person that goes around and talk about it, or possibly somebody know. Let me tell you, somebody else know who that person is. And all you heard the gruesomeness of the crime. These kind of people cannot be left to just wander around right now. This is heinous. This need to be looked at, and need to be looked at right now. This is serious. Jesse, anything else you wanted to add? Because I want people to listen, pay attention, and keep their guard up. Anything else you wanted to add to as it relates to this particular incident? Okay, we lost her. Let me see if I could get her back on the lines. If she could call us back, 718-701-5720. Oh, guys, you could call in as well, right? The folks on that's watching us on YouTube, the folks in Jamaica, I'm hearing that they have been an increase in sexual related crime as well. 718-701-5720. That is my number. So call in, guys, if you have any information, if anyone have any information that could help assist the family in identifying this person, anything. In fact, I want you guys to call in right now. Let us know what you think about this story. Let us know what you think about this particular incident and what has been happening specifically to our elderly. Give us a call, 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. In the other incident, we did, in fact, announce last week that we are going to be giving out a reward for anyone who came up with information that would help us identify this individual. Let me extend that to this case as well. We are going to be giving out a reward to anyone that could give us information that would lead to an arrest of the individual or individuals involved in this particular case. Are you back?
Yes, I am.
Okay, right. Thanks. What else could you tell us? What else could you tell us? Other information that you think might be relevant to assist in this investigation? Because we're going to be doing our own investigation. What else could you add?
At this time, I can't even think of what else to add.
Right. Okay. How is she doing right now? What is her state of mind? How is she feeling?
Well, I know she's scared to go back to her, and she is being, how I should say, taken care of by neighbors, which I'm very thankful for.
Right.
As you know, her children that she has there, they're not in Grenada. So I'm happy that neighbors stepped in to help her. But I know inwardly she has that fear of going back to the house, because she said to me that when she closed her eyes, all she can see is like this guy over her.
Yes.
I can understand that, it would take a lot of courage and willpower to go back to the house.
Right. Okay. While we were speaking, I'm getting some information to add as well, that a specific type of wallet was taken I'm going to try to put that
Yes.
wallet up on the screen, because this individual possibly would have taken this wallet, maybe tried it
Mm-hmm.
sold, maybe would have give their wallet to somebody, or somebody would have seen this wallet. So let me share that wallet with you guys, and let me know if anyone that's watching. Let me pull that picture up on the screen of the wallet, and if anyone could identify this wallet or seen this wallet anywhere in your village, or someone came to you wanting to sell you this wallet, this might lead us with some clues. Let me try to pull that picture up that was just sent to me right here. Give me a second, guys. We're gonna complete this investigation. We're gonna make sure that we do a thorough investigation on this. Okay, this is the wallet, guys. Okay, this is the wallet. This is the wallet.
It,
I have the wallet. I'm showing the wallet on the screen. You can't see it, of course. You're on the phone lines, but I have the wallet up on the screen. So, for those of you who watching right now, I want you to take a close look. Right, take a close look at this wallet, and if anyone came to you wanting to sell you this wallet, female purse or a wallet or woman's handbag or whatever, um, this might lead us with some additional clues as to who that person is. Right, so pay particular attention to this. It's a Kate Spade, New York. That's the emblem on the wallet, on the handbag. That was taken from her house. That's it.
and it's green in color.
Green in color. Right. So we have it there up on the screen, and folks could take a look at it. What else? What else was taken? You said stuff from the fridge. Anything else? Clothing or anything else was taken?
Not that I know of. I know he took certain food stuff, but I can't tell you exactly what it was. I know for sure he took 2 malts that was in the refrigerator.
Right.
Yes, he was hungry.
Right. Okay. Okay. So the wallet looked like this. I was been told, but the one that she has is green. It looks exactly like this, but the one that she has is green. Right.
Yes, it's green.
It's green. Right. Take a close look at it, guys. Take a close look at it. So if anyone you see trying to sell you this handbag or this wallet, this might help us to get additional clues to cracking this case right here. Again, this incident happened in Mount St. Evans area, where a 72-year-old were robbed and raped. 72-year-old by a now unidentified individual. The person was wearing a full face mask covering his face, nose, and mouth, a hat covering his forehead, and it was hard to identify this person. This person came into this elderly woman's home at 3 o'clock in the morning, ransacked her place, and proceeded to rape her on her own bed. Following that, he left, took the stuff from her refrigerator, and left with it. All right. He also took monies and other personal effects while doing all of this stuff, while holding a knife to her throat. So this is a serious incident, guys. To date, at this point in time, there have been no arrests. I'm not sure where the investigation is leading. The investigators, the detective on this case, the families are not fully satisfied that they are getting the word, and they are getting word from the investigators, the detective that's on the case. They are not satisfied. They're taking the story to the media because they do not want this to be another investigation that is being put out there and never gets properly investigated and forgotten about. That's going to be the nightmare of it. So if anyone could assist in identifying this person, we did have a reward out for the first incident that we reported on Thursday. Today, we are also putting RIDEALONG, putting out that we're going to be giving a second reward for anyone that could lead us to this individual or individuals that is responsible for this particular case right here. Somebody must know. Somebody must know. We're talking about a lady right now who is scared to go to her home. She would forever be traumatized. She's in her 70s. How the rest of the family? How the rest of the family doing? Jesse, what are they doing? What are they saying? I know that they're not in Grenada. They're abroad, and that could be even worse for them because they can't even be there to support her like that. How are they taking it?
Well, everyone is very concerned, and I know for sure one of the daughters, she's taking it hard.
Yeah.
I can say they look to me as the elder one, but I think I need support myself
Yeah.
because I just can't believe that this could happen to her or anybody.
Right. Right. And you know the funny thing about it is I don't hear about this type of events or these incidents happening in these Mount St. Evans Ladig area. I don't hear about it. I don't hear about it. I'm from the area. Everyone in that area, they so tight knit. People know everyone know everybody. Everyone is cousin and best friend and second cousin. People are family. That's a family neighborhood. And for that to happen in this particular area right there, it's alarming. I mean, I'm not saying that it can happen, but that was shocking. That is indeed very shocking.
I still think that the person is not from there. I don't see how anyone in that neighborhood would do something like that.
Yeah. And Peter Mitchell on the line there, he's watching, he's from that area. And everybody know everybody. It's hard to believe that that person is from that area, but it's something to look into. But we're starting off with the evidence that we have, guys. We have a picture of a wallet, a purse that looks just like this. So if anyone came to you recently and offered to sell you this purse, it looks exactly like this, but the one that she had was green, right? It was green. So if you've seen it, or if you see it at the side of the road, somebody dash it away, that might even lead us to more evidence potentially. Probably they could dust it for fingerprints. I don't know if that technology exists there, but it would start and open up the investigation further. It would give us an area as to where this person might be. So if you see it, you might see it in the garbage somewhere. Keep your eye open for this purse, for this wallet. This might crack this case, help us to solve this case and identify this person. In addition, we are offering a reward for information that would lead us to the person or person that's involved in this particular crime, right? So if you have any information, you could inbox me. It would be anonymous. Your identity would not be revealed, but the information would serve us to help identify the person. Any lead, because somebody knows what happened. Somebody know the individual. Somebody know. Somebody know. Somebody know. All right. Anything else you want to leave with us before we wrap up? I want to take some calls as well.
No, I think I said it all.
Okay.
I just leave that person in the hands of God.
Right. Right. Thank you for your strength. And I know the rest of the family is not taking it good either. But you guys collectively need to come and see how you could help her out as well, because I can't believe, I can't understand the trauma that she's going through right now. I know she's going through some really difficult times at the moment. So whatever you could do If even they might need psychological assistance, we could probably call one of our assistants down there in Grenada that could speak to her and the family to help out in these difficult times. All right. So thank you so much
Yes,
for sharing light on this story on Ride Along
yes,
Live.
yeah, we are looking into those avenues.
All right. Absolutely. Thanks again.
Okay, thank you.
All right. 718-701-5720. Let me open up the phone lines right now, guys. The folks listening on J Wanda FM as well. Let me open up the phone lines for you guys.
You gotta be firm in this time, son.
All right. Let me put the number up on the screen. This is the number. All right. All right. So Wendy's saying that they test the semen. Oh. Well, Wendy's a nurse. And Wendy is saying that did they test the semen when she was in the hospital? Did she do a rape kit? And that might also be important to start in the investigation. Caller, live, where are you calling us from?
Brooklyn, New York, Junior, Doug House.
Doug, my friend, how you doing, my Vinci friend?
Man, I feel like if that thing just cut a knife through my own personal being, man. That thing hurt me. And I want to donate $100 to Ride Along for the reward.
Oh, that's
I
great.
I want to donate $100 to Ride Along, so I'll send it the same way I sent it before on the Zelle.
Yeah, absolutely, Doug. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
because these people need to be brought to justice, and they need to be brought to justice and give the full extent of the law. And I don't believe in what the lady said, but leave it up to God. I believe us man has a right to protect our individual, especially at a youth age and at a senior age at 72. Somebody do this. I think they should be bring to full extent of the law. Or if they don't, I think we should get some other kind of justice. Have a good one, Junior.
Thank you so much, Doug, and thank you so much
Yeah,
for.
I think we should raise some money so we could make people go out and want to bring this perpetrator to justice.
Yes, thank you so
All
much.
right.
Thank you so much, Doug, for assisting us assist the family in these very difficult times. Again, we're giving out. We have a reward. We are giving out a reward for anyone that could lead us to this individual who did this act. We are giving out a reward, all right, for credible information to lead us to this individual responsible for this crime. Jerry Hopkins has a very good and valid point. He's saying that what we could do to prevent similar crimes in Grenada and around the Caribbean, because we also see an uptick in sexually related crimes, not only in Grenada but throughout other Caribbean islands as well. He's saying that let's show love and respect to the victims. That's important because oftentimes victims feel ashamed to come out and share their story because they've been victimized, they've been double victimized. So we have to show, he's saying that we should show love and respect to the victims. I endorse that. Ensure that victims receive all the medical and counseling attention that might be needed. Also very, very important, because in a time like this when the person is going through this, you don't even know, listen, that nasty man could have possibly infected the lady with some kind of STD. I'm sure they probably did a rape kit. I don't know how thorough it had the investigation been, but just imagine that now. Just imagine that this nasty man could have possibly infected this lady with a sexually transmitted disease. Quite possibly. Some people need a special place in All right, someone is telling me, a close family member is saying that they did a rape test, to see a rape kit, to see if they found anything. It takes a week to get back the results, right? So they did in fact do a rape kit, testing for all this stuff that the nurse Wendy inquired about, and they're waiting. It would take about a week to get back the results. So we're looking at probably by Wednesday we should hear back from them as to what was found after they did their investigation. Right? 718-701-5720. We're talking about this incident, two incidents, and updating you on one. Updating you on the story involving the farmer, right, that was stoned and robbed. We identify the individuals in question. We identify the individual in question. All we're waiting for right now is for the individuals to be arrested. All we're waiting for right now is for these two men that you're seeing on the screen there right now. All we're waiting for is for the police to go and arrest them. Why hasn't they been arrested as yet? The one in red, he was somehow in the general hospital for an unrelated incident that happened. They know who they are, because we gave their name, their information. I could even tell you where they live. And they have not come forward, and they have not been arrested. We heard, as of recently, that the police officers are saying that they've been trying to get in touch with the elderly gentleman, but they was unable to get him on the phone lines. Well, that is BS to me, because they could have called somebody else. And even if you're calling the gentleman and you can't get him on the phone, as an investigator, you should have gone to his home. You should have gone to his home to find out, check up on him, because you don't know if something happened to him, right? So that didn't happen. So the investigators are saying that they called him and they didn't get him. They called him for a number of times and they didn't get him. So what? So what? It still remains that these are the individuals. These are the two young men on the screen. The only thing that we're not doing is arresting them. We give you who they are. We tell you who they are. I could tell you where they're staying. You know? 718-701-5720, guys.
Feel like beating my chest. I feel so free. Man, nobody happy like me. I feel like yeah. He provides my wants. He provides my needs. Each and every day. I get on my knees. He provides my wants.
Caller, your live. Caller, turn on your background audio, please. Hello?
I just did.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, it's very funny that the police cannot find those two guys, or they can't find the gentleman, but it's so funny that GBN just posted that they had an interview with him, and GBN posted that interview with him. But the police, who needs to sit down and investigate and find out about it, can't find him. But GBN can do it.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they have not yet moved in on these two men. I got word that one of them is possibly hiding out somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, he was just at the general hospital because he succumbed to some injuries unrelated to this incident. So I am not sure why they have not yet arrested these men. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. So that's a question that we need to ask the police and the investigators. I could find him. I could call him. I could call this guy right now and he'll answer his phone. So they say that they can't get in touch with him, but in fact they did have numbers for the other family members. They didn't call them. They didn't come and check up on him. So that's I don't understand that. I don't understand.
And I'm talking to you all the way from Tampa, Florida, but I can make a call right now to the Governor General, who is my first cousin, and get some action.
Yeah, well, we need to nip this kind of things in the butt. You know what I mean? We need to nip this in the butt. We cannot continue to accept to just have things happen like this, and just put a blind eye to it. We need the full extent of the law to reach these young men. The full extent of the law to reach these two young men.
Yeah, it's getting outrageous now in Grenada.
Yeah. Listen, anything that you could do on your end to ensure that these men are brought to justice. Furthermore, any information that anyone have, if you have or you could get, to help assist in the arrest of these individuals and others who are doing similar things, please let us do it and get those guys off the street. It's important that we do. Thank you so much, caller. We appreciate it. All right, thank you. 718-701-5720. I want you guys to call in. I got another picture that just came in, and it's of a cell phone that was. Is that this cell phone is an antique kind of cell phone, right? Let me see if I could pull it up there. So I'm sure that the person might try to sell this cell phone, or they might even dash it away in the garbage because they don't know the value of it and they may not want to use the cell phone. Nevertheless, they took the cell phone from the lady. This is a cell phone. There we go. This is a cell phone. This cell phone was also taken from her house. All right. This cell phone was also taken from her house. So if anyone
do you want to grow your YouTube channel?
If anyone have information about this particular cell phone or saw this cell phone anywhere, or someone tried to sell you this cell phone, give us a call. All right. So we have the bag and we have the cell phone. This particular cell phone, if it looks familiar, someone tried to sell it to you recently, you see somebody with this particular cell phone, you see the cell phone in a garbage in a particular area, you could also give us a call. I'm getting a lot of email, guys. Sorry, I'm just going through so much. There is also a blue phone that was also taken. Yeah, two phones. It was this one and another blue phone that was also taken as well. All of those things are evidence that could be used to identify the person. Again, 718-701-5720, guys. We want to help the family crack the case. We want to bring closure to this particular case here. We're talking about the incident that happened on last Wednesday, where someone went into a 72-year-old home. They robbed her and raped her. 72-year-old with a knife in her throat. Gruesome and nasty act with a knife in her throat. Right now, the lady, the person, hold on, I just got this information coming in again from someone. It looks as if we're getting more leads as the program proceeds here. Nice. Thank you. Nice. All right. Some good information. Right. So the victim is fearful for. She don't want to go to her home now. She don't even want to go to her own home right now for fear of what might happen. And the information continue to pour in. I thank everyone who is active and submitting information to us. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Yes, guys, it looking good. Information looking good. You see what happened when we come together? I'm getting so much leads, guys. I'm getting so much leads already in this particular case here. I'm getting so much leads so far in this case here. I feel like I could crack this case tonight. Thank you. All right. Yes. Yes. All right. Okay. Nice. Again, we're giving a reward to anyone that could give us information that would lead to the arrest of this individual in this case involving a 72-year-old in a place called Ladigue area, Mount St. Evans area. If anyone have information, because somebody knows, she had a bag that was taken, a purse that was taken, that looks exactly like this, but the only thing is that it's green, right? The one that was taken is green. And also this phone, which is an old Nokia phone, I don't know, and someone actually would steal a phone like that. I don't know why, but the phone was taken. This phone was taken, and another blue phone was also taken, right? So you kind of could make you kind of think what kind of person would do something like that already. You kind of narrow down your search already. All right. But we open up the phone line, guys. 718-701-5720. If you have anything to contribute, anything to add to the discussion that would give us more information, that could help us, that could kind of lead us our investigation in a kind of way, I want you to give us a call. 718-701-5720. Our good friend Doug, or Vinci friend, he's very involved in everything happening in Caribbean. He also pledged to aid in our reward, so he's going to give us additional funds. He's going to donate $100 in addition to what we're donating, to give to the reward for anyone with information that will lead to the arrest of the individual responsible in this particular case right here. 718-701-5720. We still open up the phone lines for anyone with questions or comments. Go ahead and make that call right now. Linda Pearl is saying that I hope people would come forward with any information about this monsters. They need to be taken off the streets, and you're right. And we're going to do everything in our power, guys, to ensure that they get taken off the street. Most of us still have, well, we all have friends, family members, or parents. Some of our parents retire and go back home. And we could understand if something like that were to happen to anyone close to us, how frantic we would be. So I want everybody to put ourselves like in the family position as to what they're going through right now. It's devastating time for them. All right. So again, guys, we're going to wrap right here. We're going to continue to accept and receive information. If anyone have information that will lead to the arrest and conviction of the individuals responsible in this particular case, give us a call, send us a WhatsApp, inbox us, any information that you could give us. We'll look into it. Any and all information that you could give us, we'll look into it. We have a reward going out, and that reward is building, because people are adding to the reward that we have and donating and pledging additional money, so we could ensure that everyone put all hands on deck in finding out who those criminals are in this particular case. All right. I'm going to wrap it right here, guys, but the search continues. Join us again tomorrow, guys, but we're going to be active on the Ride Along page, and also on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page. So if you have not yet subscribed to us on YouTube, you guys could click that link and subscribe to us on YouTube. The folks that's watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. We have a lot of Jamaican friends that's watching and following on YouTube. We thank you guys from the diaspora. If folks watching us from Jamaica, how you guys doing? Thank you for being a part of it, and the solidarity that you're showing. We appreciate it so much. We're going to wrap for here, guys. Lynn, if you could just put the information for subscription to YouTube, so folks who want to watch us over there on YouTube could go ahead and do that right now. Gail Charles, thank you so much for moderating our chat today. Lois JJ, thank you so much. Kibbs, thank you so much. And everyone, all of our supporters, top fans, everyone who share and everyone who comment, we thank you so much. Catch me again tomorrow, guys, but the search continue right over on the Ride Along page. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good night. Also, for the folks that are watching us live on J Wanda 107.9, thank you guys so much for being a part of our program as well. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Good night. Bye-bye.
On this battlefield, you have to tougher than still. Yo, just show me some strength. Don't eat that, show me a lion bone.
Welcome to TD Bank, where you'll find the personalized attention you deserve and the legendary experience you expect. Let's do business. If you are a medical or dental practitioner, contact me to hear about our tailored lending solutions for residential mortgages, equipment purchases, practice-related commercial mortgages and refinance. Visit me at 500 Baychester Avenue to hear more about our full range of personal and small business banking solutions. See you soon.